Hi guys, my name is Eric. I'm a personal trainer, which basically means I help folks to achieve their fitness goals. So today I'm going to share with you guys on how I train my shoulders and also what are the exercises that I tend to do whenever I train my shoulders. So these exercises, they not really fancy, they are very boring, but they do the work, right? Because my shoulders, I feel like ever since I've started training, I never really trained my shoulders, right? They were not really like a priority because first of all, I didn't know the exercises that I should do. And secondly, like for me, I feel like they were not really appealing. Of course, I don't know what the hell I was thinking at that time. But now, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have non-existing shoulders. It's meaning I need to train them. So today I'm just gonna share like one of my favorite exercises that I tend to do whenever I'm training shoulders. Okay. So the first one is dumbbell lateral raise. This exercise is very easy, but it can be very difficult. I see this a lot. Most people, first of all, they tend to lift heavy weight, right? That is the first thing that they tend to do. And obviously, when you are doing this, let's say for an example, you pick up the dumbbells. What will happen is you tend to lift up the dumbbells with your traps, which is this muscle, traps, right? So most people, they would do this, right? You don't want that to happen, right? So you want to lift the dumbbells only with your arm, and that way you'll be able to engage most of the tension to your shoulders. So this is the exercise that I'll do each and every time I'm training shoulders. It's one of my favorite. Okay, and also I try by all means to aim for higher reps whenever I'm doing this exercise. So I won't like end at 8 or 10. I'll shoot for like 12 or 15, right? But with the lightweight. So the second exercise, it will be a seated lateral raise machine. So this exercise is very simple. You just sit down, and because like everything is kind of fixed in position whenever you're doing this exercise, meaning you don't have to do anything whatsoever. But the only thing that you need to do is you need to depress your shoulders, or I would say your trap muscle, meaning this part. You need to depress it, because even when you are doing this exercise, especially with the heavy weight, what will tend to happen is you want to elevate your trap muscles, right? You want to do this. So you don't want that to happen. You want to depress your shoulders, or I'll say your traps. Why am I keep on saying shoulders? You want to depress this part, which is your traps, right? Then you just gonna use your elbows to lift the machine, okay? And that's it. Then when you are doing that, obviously there will be a lot of tension to your shoulders. Also in this exercise, you can aim for higher reps, or at least this is what I tend to do, right? Okay, so the third one is redoubt machine fly. So most of us, we have non-existing redoubt, right? Most of people. The reason why is because of most of us, we tend to focus either on front delts or side delts. That is me, right? But most of us, we don't really take into consideration the redoubt. So one of the exercises that you can also do to focus more on your redoubt is basically using this machine. But of course, if your gym does not really have this machine, there are other alternatives that you can use, okay? So how to use this machine is very easy. For me, what I love to do is I retract my shoulders, meaning I'll push my shoulders back while I'm moving the weight or the machine from point A to B, right? So obviously you won't actually see this, but the reason why I'm doing this is because of I don't want to allow other muscles to take over. I want to focus more only on my redoubt muscle. So the fourth one will be a single arm redoubt row. This exercise it's very complicated. Okay, but first of all, for me, I tend to use heavy weight on this one. And I remember before I would think of only lifting the weight up, but this is not really the case. The goal, you want to focus on your rate out. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna initiate the movement by the working muscle, which is your rate out. Okay, not your tricep, your rate outs. So what you're gonna do is, before you pull the dumbbell, you're gonna kind of push your shoulders just a little bit. Probably you won't really see this on this video, but that's what I do whenever I'm doing this exercise. So I'll push my shoulders back, then I'll pull the dumbbell up. Okay, of course I'm using a heavy weight, so it's very difficult, but if you want to try this exercise, probably you can use a light weight first, then obviously you can progress by each session or each week, depend on you. So for me, that's what I tend to do. And the pump after doing this exercise is insane, so probably you should also try it if you want to. So I'll do this exercise, like I said, with a heavy weight, but I'll probably limit the amount of reps that I do. Probably I'll stick with 8 or 10, it would depend, but like I said, it's kind of very complicated. You can easily also, in this exercise, you can easily engage other muscles, so you don't want to go crazy with the weight. So I'm sure you have noticed all these exercises, I call this type of exercises, by the way, friendly exercises, because they're not really harmful. Either if you have shoulder pains or shoulder injuries, you won't get hurt by doing these exercises. And yeah, so let's say if you are doing any overhead exercises, if you're not using a good form, at the end you can easily injure yourself, like me, I did this on my early days, right? So that's the reason why I tend to stick on these exercises. Okay, but probably I'm gonna do next time, or I'll say on the next video, the exercises that you can do if you are injured. To some, let's say you can't squat, what you can do to kind of substitute squat, so that you can also get an experience on how to do squat without doing squat, if I'm making sense. Okay, so I guess that is going to be the next video that I'm going to do. But apart from that, thank you so much guys for watching, and subscribe if you are new on this channel. Please subscribe, and don't forget to like the video, guys. Liking the video is very important, if of course you like the video or you kind of learn something. But until next time folks, peace out.